Max, thank you for taking time with us Off the Block blog, and congratulations on a thrilling comeback five-set
Thank you. Appreciate
victory.
it.
What are your initial impressions of the match?
USC is a really good team. They're scrappy. They look a lot more dangerous than they do on film, which is always something different. But they're a really good team. I think they'll go far this year.
Well, let's go into the nitty gritty of the match. I really haven't looked at the statistics, but I'm just going off of what I saw. SC took the first set mostly based off of their dominance at the service line, especially with Banesh. Can you tell us about how it was difficult it was for you to get out of that rotation and get him off the service line?
Yeah, they have some really good servers, and they have some late bite on there. And our passers are making some good reads, but just some things didn't work out. And they're a really good serving team.
How hard was it to prepare playing against Grasso? You really only have the game film against Stanford to go off of. And can you comment on his performance today?
Oh, he's a really good player. I mean, he had a couple bombs from the service line, and he attacks hard, swings high, and I don't think it's super hard to prepare against him. He's just a really solid player.
You guys were down 2-1 after three sets. What was the message from Coach Dunphy and Coach West? Hunt, sorry.
They just said play hard, keep doing the right thing. I mean, you've seen from this year we like playing 5 sets. The longer the match goes, the more we feel comfortable in the match, and you just gotta play away volleyball.
Your role on the team is the serving substituting. You come in around the 21st point of the match. But in the fifth set, you were brought in quite early. Were you surprised by that?
A little bit, but you always gotta be ready. Marv throws you in and expects you to do the best, so you just see what happens.
The team really had a two-headed attack with Dave and
Wexter?
Wexter, thank you. Sorry. Can you comment on their performances today?
Yeah, Dave always plays really well, and he gets fired up. He fires us up, and Wex is always really consistent, really solid player, and it's great to have those two on the pin, especially when we get in trouble, we know we can throw it to them, and they help us out a lot.
Let's go back into your most recently completed road trip. You went back to the Midwest and played Loyola, and you played Lewis. Can you tell us about your experience on that trip?
Again, I mean, they're two really good teams, and Loyola was a tough one, and of course losing to Lewis was tough, but it's good to get those teams under your belt, those two games, and it's something to build off of. And I think traveling over there for a team, it helped us bond a little bit, and we figured out some more stuff that we need to do. I mean, I think we haven't played our best volleyball, but we're starting to figure things out, and it's good for us.
How much fun was it to go back to the Midwest, where quite a few of your teammates are from?
Yeah, they were really excited about it. I mean, it was a little chilly for me, but they were super happy to be back and have a bunch of friends and family around.
And you also have an assistant coach that is from that area as well, right?
Yeah, Sean Rooney.
And let's go back to the Stanford match that you, in between this match and the road trip. You guys lost in 4, but it was a very heavily contested match. What's your impression of Stanford now that we do not have the services of James Shaw?
They're a good team. I mean, Shaw was a really great player, and they've recovered well from that, not having him. They're really good, really scrappy defensively, really good offensively, and I think in that third set we hit 400, they hit something like .69, and it just shows how strong we can be as a team when we play really well. And I mean, all the credit to them; they're a really good team.
And so you're a senior now, and you've had the opportunity to play with one of the best setters in Pepperdine history in Mount West. Last year you got to play with Matt Tarantino. Now you're a senior with Mitchell and with Stewart. Can you just comment on your experience in Malibu, and also what it means to be a senior to lead this team?
Yeah, I mean, speaking of West, he's one of the best teammates I've had. He's one of the nicest guys you'll meet, one of the best volleyball players as well, and he's doing well overseas. And again, wish him the best. Tino, again, really solid player, good teammate, and it was you know, having guys like Kyle Garansu, Ryan Pluger, Josh Taylor, all these great players to come in, and they're not just like teammates, they're friends too. They help you out, and being a senior with those guys, I mean, there's nothing to lose. It's your last year. You just come out with fire and see what happens.
And next week you go to Long Beach State. Everybody knows about their three-headed sophomore monster, Tuanigo, Insing, and DeFalco. What do you guys have to do to prevail in the match at Long Beach next week?
I think we got to beat them on the service even side out. I mean, they're a really good team, and they don't lose any power when they switch the lineup around. I mean, you see who's come in, and they throw a cannon every once in a while. It just makes up the lineup, and I think you just got to knock down the system and hope for the best because they're a really good offensive team.
Well, thank you for taking time with us
Yeah, of
off the block, and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.